Hey, a few people have been asking about the title of my book, "Cruelty of the World" and God's Chosen, and given my support for Palestine, they want to know, am I talking about the J's in the title, God's Chosen? And I do write about the cruelty of the supposed God's chosen. Uh, that's for sure. But the title holds a lot more meaning for me. You know, uh, it brings me the to Pat Benatar, and Hell is for Children, and the cruelty of the world, especially the cruelty we're seeing right now on children with Epstein and Palestine. It's definitely plays a role, and you know, but it's not just about that. It's about the cruelty of the world against children in general, and the other part of the title, God's Chosen, is not necessarily just about the Jays. Um, it's about being chosen to speak out. Um, I feel chosen. We're all God's chosen, and I question, does God choose cruelty against children? Which is had me question my faith many times, to see such cruelty and to experience such cruelty as a child. And I go into that in my book, and so the title is more than just about Palestine, and more, and more, and it's more about than just God's chosen, as you know God's chosen. And I'm going into all that in my book, and um, I just want to express my prayers for God's chosen. Uh, those who are chosen to go through such hardship as a child, and come out of it, you know, and the cruelty of the world is that a choice made by God. And I just it's yeah I'm digging deep into this, and trying to understand um, the universe's path, God's path. So it's just a little bit of a explanation, you know. But I really appreciate the support I've gotten, and some of the beautiful comments. We're all God's chosen. Remember that. There is no chosen people. God didn't choose the Jays as to be the supremacy of the world. God chose the Jays to unite the world, and um, change the cruelty that we see. That's the way it was supposed to be, and we're headed into some dark times. There's no question. And the you got to ask, some of the biblical aspects of all this, and wealth is wealth anything other than cruel? Is rich anything other than cruel? I have not seen anything that would suggest that wealth and riches are not cruel. Whether it be cruel to people or whether it be cruel to the planet itself. Um, this is not the way things are supposed to be. And that was the commandment that God gave the Israelites. And they of course have not fulfilled that. And that's why you see such a rise in the true Jew, the real Jew, not the fake Jews that we see in Israel. These hateful, warmongering killers, committing genocide in the name of Judaism. And so you'll see, you're seeing Jews rise up all around the world against Zionism. And, but that's just, it's just one part of my book and one part of what I'm talking about when I, in the title, Cruelty of the World and God's Chosen. It all plays in. And, so yeah, much love, much blessings, and please support my book. If you'd like to make a donation to my journey, you can go to my TikTok profile, and the link is right there to GoFundMe. And unless you're here on GoFundMe, which I'll probably post this video. I've been replacing the headline video as I go along. I'll probably add this video to the headline, so much love, much blessings, and God bless the children that are suffering now, suffering all around the world, whether it be hunger, whether it be violence, whether it be SX crimes against children. Man, God bless the children. And hell is for children. Hell is for children. Hell, children go through the worst of it. Adults, we can handle a lot, and children are very resilient. But children are so often the target of evil. All right. God bless you. And I'll see you guys. See you guys in the next video. Please share. I know people don't like sharing. I haven't gotten a lot of views, for these videos I'm doing for my book. But I think people are scared. This is a heavy subject, not easily shared. All right. Love you guys.